Welcome to my tarot card reading for February 2017, Pisces. And this is Manu Tarot. Pisces, we have here Babalu, we have Obatala, and Chango. Then we have here the Ten of Cups, Pluto Pisces, and we have the High Priestess, Cancer, Moon, Taurus. Notice that Asohuano is walking towards Obatala and Chango, which are upside down, letting us know that you are thinking, analyzing. Okay, there's a lot of contemplation, there's a lot of introspection from your part. Okay, what are you thinking? Well, Obatala, I like to associate Babalu, Asohuano, I like to associate him with promises, verbal or written promises. But there's a promise and you're thinking about that promise that you made. It could have been last month, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, whenever you made that promise. Okay, it could be a contract, a promissory note, a mortgage, the lease of the house, the lease of the car, whatever it is. But there is a promise here involved, a promise to pay, a promise to do this, to do that, whatever it is. But there is a promise here, and it sounds like you are regretting it. There is remorse. That's what the tarot cards are insinuating. We have Pluto Pisces, Pluto, Moon, Cancer. Pluto is heavily associated with psychology, especially with the unconscious, the subconscious. And then we have the Moon, emotions, Cancer, emotions, and the past. Therefore, we're talking about things that are already deep ingrained, that have been internalized, crystallized into the psyche, into the unconscious, into the subconscious. That's what we're talking about. So it's something that is already part of who you are or what you are. Okay? And obviously this has been threatened from your perspective, and it makes you, it forces you to think, to analyze many things, and that scares you because changes of this magnitude have a tendency to touch fibers that of the fabric that we have created of who we are. Whatever it is that completes you, or you think that completes you. If you think that the house is part of that identity, the car, whatever it is, then that change is going to change who you are, what you are. We're talking about trauma, okay, to a certain degree. It could be micro trauma, but for you it is, okay? And that's what we're talking about here. And for the first, well, and in the center we have the Nine of Swords, which is signaling that you are very worried, you are worried, you are concerned, to the point that you might not sleep. Okay, that's what we have here. You're worried and concerned. Okay, sleepless night. Because there's a change coming and you don't know how to solve it at this point. Then here, the first week of February is all about something that is not working. You don't see results. Things are withering. They're drying up. If you have a business that you started, like, let's say 1, 2, 3 years ago, and it hasn't grown up as you expected, it hasn't yielded the results that you were expecting, then you are probably worried, concerned, and probably you're having regrets. You probably are saying, oh, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, I should have done this, and that. You're having second thoughts, technically speaking, because this is not working. Especially it's a business, and now you're realizing the magnitude of that promise technically that you made. It could be because the lease, whatever it is. But here you're starting to see that it's not working, or it's not going to work, and that is a concern for you. You're worried. Then by the second week, we have the King of Swords. It's an air sign. So again, a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis. It could be brooding, but there's a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis here, a lot of introspection, like we said before in this week. But here, there's clarity of mind. But this clarity of mind is rooted in the concept of you are aware the road that life is taking you. Okay? You know which road you are already on. It's like you know that you're going downstream and you cannot do anything about it. That's the kind of feeling that we're talking about here, because you're clear, you know where the life forces are taking you, in towards which position life is pushing you, and you're very worried, very concerned, because it sounds like at the moment you cannot do anything. Okay? That's what it sounds like. Then by the third week, there is a resistance, perhaps a denial, but there is a resistance to change. There is a resistance to what life is offering you. You're concerned. It could be that the fear is clouding your judgment, is clouding your mind. It could be that as well. But there is a resistance to change. By the last week of February, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, we could say that is kind of equivalent to the Empress. So it's more or less the same. Things are not working. But this is Leo, house number 5, the Queen of Wands. So this is all about as a fixed sign. Again, identity. We will go back to the psychological aspect of the reading. And then here we are seeing that whatever it is that is identifying you, whatever you use to identify yourself, if it is your family, your spouse, your partner, your job, your house, your car, whatever it is that you're using to identify yourself with, is obviously going to suffer. And you're going to see at the end of the month that the results. And it sounds like it's not going to be very positive. Okay? And you're very clear that is coming. Changes are coming. It could be financial changes. Okay? And you are very aware of that, and you're scared, you're petrified, you're worried, you're concerned. You're trying to avoid the outcome, but for what we see here, it is inevitable. Okay? So the best thing is just go with the flow, because this is going to be a very psychological aspect. The best thing you can do is try to learn something related with metaphysics. Okay? Read a little bit about Carl Gustav Jung and anything alike. Okay? That's my best advice. Until the next one, Pisces, February 2017.